Now, all the videos that I take of my students are a one take only. So here's Sophia as she really is. Sophia, we are going to do page 32 in the Supplemental Level 1 workbook. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is clap the rhythm. And if you can count out loud, please. So you're going to clap the rhythmic pattern for question 2 because we're going to be composing 2 melodies. So go ahead and clap the rhythm and say it out loud.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Ta, ti, ti, ha. No. Ta, ti, ti, ha. No. Ta, ti, ti, ha. No. Ta, ta, ta. No.
That's excellent. Okay, so now you're going to play the little motive in measure number 1, and then you're going to compose 3 measures. Now, what is the last note? What note do you have to end on?
C.
On C, because that is called the what?
Tonic note.
The tonic note. And the tonic note is the?
Last note.
And the first note, right, of C major scale. And are we in the key of C?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's hear your composition. Excellent. You did a great job. Notice how I did not correct Sophia immediately as she discovered her own rhythmic error. In fact, that's how we learn, by making mistakes. I like to let students compose freely. And remember, there are no mistakes, only lessons. Now here's Sophia as she composes in the bass clef with her left hand. Check it out. Sophia, we're going to take a look at our little Tito there. And in the second one, I'm going to have you clap the rhythmic pattern. So what does Tito like to do?
Tap.
He likes to tap. And so if he's going to tap the rhythmic pattern, if it's 4/4, what is the pulse? Can you tap it for me or clap it for me?
Strong, medium, weak.
Very good. So let's take a look at our question. And can you just clap the pulse of the rhythm that you're going to be playing?
Strong, weak, medium, weak. Strong, weak, medium, weak. Strong, weak, medium, weak. Strong, weak, medium, weak.
Excellent. So now we're going to take a look at our music and we're going to play our little melody at the bottom of the page. And sitting up nice and tall, beautiful fingers, and Tito's there to help you. Wow, that was excellent. Give Tito a high five. Nicely done. Thanks, Sophia. Listen, learn, play. One day, Sophia was completing written exercises in her theory book. And as she was erasing and fixing a few things, she kept saying, LOL, oh my goodness, LOL, again and again. Now, I don't know what you think LOL means to you, but to me, LOL means laugh out loud. So, or I guess you could say love you lots, or laugh out loud. Yeah, I think that's it. So I was wondering why she kept saying LOL. Finally, I said, Sophia, what is so funny? And she said, what do you mean, Miss Glory? And I inquired about why she kept saying LOL, to which she replied with this huge smile on her face. She goes, oh, LOL means learn our lesson. Ah, okay, so LOL, learn our lesson. Now we all know what that means. Let me ask you a question. How frustrating is it for you to teach theory and try to mark all the homework in 7 minutes or less of a 30-minute music lesson, or struggle to effectively mark theory papers in a group lesson when you have a lot of material to cover? Well, I feel your pain and I hear your frustration because I've been there, done that. Remember when Hetty said life has been crazy? Well, I can relate to that. At UMT, we want to make things easier for you. And one of the unique things about the UMT program is our identical matching answer books that are handwritten for quick, easy, and accurate marking. Now, I want you to take a look at Sophia's answers on page 32 and the matching answer book on page 32. Notice how the answers for composition are noted as one possible answer. This gives you an idea of how these exercises can be completed. And it's kind of funny because if you look at the first exercise in the treble clef, she actually composed the exact same thing that I had composed, which is interesting because I guess we were talking about the melodic motive. When she composed her exercise in the bass clef, you'll notice that I had composed one thing in the answer book and she actually composed something completely different. And if you noticed in her composition, she actually repeated the melodic pattern from measure 2 into measure 3. So it's really, really interesting. And we're still only moving by step or by skip, just as indicated in the instructions. But this is just one possible answer. And I think sometimes if your students don't even know where to start, you can use your answer book to say, well, here, look at this. This is what your composition might look like. Now, the second secret E that I want to share with you today is E, engage. Engage students in activities that excite, surprise, and enable learning. Imagine coming home exhausted after being out grocery shopping, still steaming mad over the fact that you couldn't find a parking spot close to the store, so you just had to walk forever. And on top of that, the traffic was crazy and driving you nuts. You're tired. The grocery bags are heavy as you drag them towards the door. Not to mention, you haven't washed your hair in 2 days and you have to teach in 15 minutes. Life has been crazy. That kind of sounds like my day. Life has been crazy and it's not a good day. Now, see yourself opening the door to your house. It's spooky quiet. And while you carry in your grocery bags, all of a sudden, your family bursts out from the living room yelling, "Surprise! We just won $1 million and we are all going to a hot, all-inclusive resort for a week." Can you believe it? While everyone is screaming and cheering and hugging you and jumping up and down, you quickly become engaged in the activity that is now exciting. Learning about your trip, learning about the money that you won. Who cares about the parking spot? Who cares about the traffic or even the grocery bags with everything that's melting and sitting on the floor just where you left it and not put away? Well, actually, no one. The point is, when we engage our students in activities that excite and surprise, we are enable learning. So engage.